Muscat. My family was in Muscat for 10 years, from 2000.
First of all, I would like to thank each and everyone gathered here for gracing this occasion. So, by the God's grace, we have been able to receive the dealership of a well-known brand called Ultraviolet, the EV vehicle. So we know that there is nothing new in the EV bikes because it's already available, it's already there in the market. But when it comes to the Ultraviolet brand, they have set up a high performance, which is going to be a revolutionary, we believe, a revolution. What we're seeing in our front is it's a revolution. It's a high performance sports bike which they have introduced, and I really thank Mr. Narayan for gracing this occasion. He personally came here for the inauguration, and perhaps I think this is the smallest of the outlets which you have seen, right? They have presence in 9 cities, and I'm sure this is the smallest one we have done, and he personally wanted to see the store and everything, so he came. So that gives us a motivation. And the founders are Mr. Narayan, and there is one more founder called Neeraj Rajmohan. So their passion, they could turn it into a vision, and their vision, they turned it to a reality. So congrats, sir, for turning your vision to a reality. And me and Sahib, we two passionate people, we could turn our passion into a dealership. So you are a motivation for us. Inshallah, we will also try to bring something more for the country. So I'm not taking much of your time. Thanking everyone for gracing this occasion. So we require your blessing, and if at all possible, advance for the bikes. So that is also allowed. So I'm handing over this session.
Wonderful to be here in Bangalore to unveil the Ultraviolet space station. And Bangalore, like Ruben mentioned, is the second city for us in Karnataka, and a very important city as well. And it gives me a lot of pleasure to be here. I remember coming to Bangalore during my times in engineering. Used to come to Manipal, Surathkal and Bangalore for a lot of college fests and competitions, and now we're back here to for the official launch of Ultraviolet. So familiar with the city, and very nice to meet all of you today. And post what we go through, happy to answer any questions you may have on the product, the company, and whatever else you might have in mind. So to get started, India for the world, and to give you some backstory, Neeraj, my co-founder, and me were classmates in school, friends in university during engineering, and we've known each other for over 20 years. We were working abroad. He was in the US working with Yahoo, NetApp, and a few other companies. I was working as an automobile designer in Germany and Japan and Sweden for some time before coming back to India in 2016. And what we could see was when it came to electric vehicles, the larger companies were taking time to innovate, and we believed that with the right talent that is available in India, we will be able to build a global brand that stands for the best in terms of design and technology right here in India. So that's the vision with which we began. What you see behind me is the first sketch of the motorcycle after about a couple of years of development, what we thought would represent the future of electric vehicles and the future for Ultraviolet. So this is where we got started. This is where we are today. It has been a journey of 7 years of R&D. 7 very hard years of R&D because we had to solve engineering challenges right from the batteries to the motors to the electronics. and none of this existed for motorcycles. We have a lot of options when it comes to low-powered vehicles like electric scooters, but when it comes to motorcycles, the technology simply did not exist, which is why we had to get into a lot of the core innovation ground up. And today, proud to announce that in the last 2 years, we have won pretty much every award there has been from the media community for the design, performance, and the overall quality of the F77 that you see here. And the last year, we have been the most awarded electric motorcycle in the country. So, credit to the team. And here is a video of the media rights that happened in Bangalore just a few months back. Why don't we go through it and I'll give more context. Welcome to the F77 Mark II media rights. Today, we are at an iconic location called the Rocky Ridge Cafe, right in the middle of the Nilgiri Hills. And we, across the next 3 days, are putting these bad boys to the test of all the new performance and the tech features on the Mark IIs. Right from dynamic stability control, 10 levels of regen, traction control, and a whole lot more. Let's check it out.
With the F77 Mark, we are introducing a feature that's never been seen before on any electric vehicle or any electric motorcycle. We've got dynamic regen with over 10 levels of regenerative braking. This is something that we've introduced only with the Mark IIs, and we have the ability to recover up to 30% of the energy that's put out there from the battery pack.
Performance was absolutely electrifying. The sense of torque, the sense of acceleration is much more pronounced on the F77.
It felt very natural because I think people who have developed it knew what motorcyclists need.
बाइक का जो फिट एंड फिनिश है, क्वालिटी है, जो फीचर्स दिए जा रहे हैं, जो परफॉर्मेंस एंड प्लस रेंज जो बाइक ऑफर कर रही है, there is no other bike in the Indian market as of now which offers, such a good package. And उस प्राइस के हिसाब से मुझे लगता है कि it's a very good package.
Of enthusiasm for vehicles that we see here. We are seeing this digitally. Now we're going to be seeing this on the ground. And best form of awareness is vehicles on the ground. So can't wait to kick off that activity here as well. And before I get into any more, I think we have one video on the reliability of the vehicle, right, Ruben? Based on which there is a 25,000 rupee, right? 25,000 rupee reduction on the ex-showroom cost for the first few batches of vehicles only.
So what are the other accessories we can find with this?
Okay, in terms of accessories, we've done a lot in terms of personalization for the vehicle. This vehicle, you have options for tank grips. You can walk through that, but you have options for tank grips here. You have the aero disc options, what you see hanging there as well. Aero disc.
Aero disc.
Yes, I think that's what you see on the right. So that is for the rear wheel. And we have, from a touring perspective, we have panniers where you can house your charger on the right side of the motorcycle and storage for your other requirements on the left side of the motorcycle. So with panniers, lever guards, and I think this is the start. We will have a lot more coming up in terms of motorcycling accessories as well.